Hello all, Pooja here. So today I'll be explaining the complete UGC NET syllabus and how you can approach it in an effective manner. So guys, before we dive into preparation strategies, let's first understand the UGC NET syllabus. So basically, as it's the foundation of your exam preparation. So the thing is, a clear understanding of syllabus, it's like the first step towards the cracking the UGCSE NET exam actually. So today let's go through it in detail. So once again, welcome everyone. So in this session I will take you through the UGC NET syllabus and I'm gonna highlight the important topics as well as the exam structure. So see, if you take any exam, if you know the syllabus well, you have already won the half of the battle, guys. So now let's begin by understanding what is this UGCSE NET syllabus, what all it includes, what is the exam pattern. Okay, so before me explaining this to what is the syllabus, see, first of all, if you want to write the UGC NET exams, you will be having the two papers. One is paper 1 as well as the paper 2. Okay, in paper 1 you have a general paper on teaching and research aptitude, and in the paper 2 you will be having your like a syllabus, like your subject. It might be like economics, it might be like Kannada, it might be Hindi, it might be the political science, like that. Okay, so basically the mode of the exam, it's a CBT, that is a computer based test. Okay, which is conducting bodies, it's a NTA, that is a national testing agency. So basically the exam duration will be 3 hours and there is no break between the papers. Total you will be having two papers here, paper 1 and paper 2. And in paper 1, okay, in paper 1 you will be having some 50 objective type questions, and in paper 2 you will be having 100 objective type question. So the thing is, total including the paper 1 and paper 2 you will be having 150 questions, which contains like a 300 marks. Okay, so no worry, there will be no negative marking, and basically there will be 2 marks per question here, and all are MCQ, that is a multiple choice questions itself. Okay, so now we will have a look on the paper 1 syllabus first. So basically you have in the first unit you have a teaching aptitude, where you're gonna learn the what are the levels of teaching, what are the characteristics, what are the basic requirements, and what are the characteristics of the adolescent, characteristics of the adult learner, what is the individual differences. This syllabus is not that tough. You just have to be patient and you have to just go through the syllabus. If you read like once or twice, you will get to know this paper 1 when it comes to that is specifically the unit 1. Okay, and you're gonna learn about the factors affecting the teaching, which is related to the teacher, the learner, the support material, regarding the instructional facilities, and related to learning environment and institutions. And you're gonna learn about methods of teaching, like offline versus online, like that, like teacher centered or the learner centered methods here. And also you're gonna learn about teaching support system, where the traditional, either modern or like ICT based, like that. And there will be evaluation system, the like types of evaluations, where evaluations in the choice based credit system, or like computer based testing, or innovations in evaluation system, like that. And unit 2 you have a research aptitude, same thing, like when it comes to research, what are the types, what are the characteristics, positives, then like negatives, what are the methods of research, what are the steps of research, what is that thesis versus article writing, what are the applications of ICT, what is research ethics means. These things you're gonna learn in the unit 2. And in a unit 3 you'll be having some comprehension. The passage of the text will be given and the questions will be asked from the passage and you have to answer that, easy one. And in the fourth unit you have a communication. In the communication you're gonna learn about what are the types, the characteristics, what are the effective communication like verbal versus non-verbal, classroom communication versus group communication, like that. So what are the barriers to this effective communication? And you're gonna learn about the mass media, the society related, and these are the syllabus in the unit 4. And in a unit 5 you have a mathematical reasoning and aptitude. So from the unit 5 you have to focus more on, because you have to regularly solve the reasoning questions, number series, letter series, the codes, the relationship. And you're gonna be like good at maths when it comes to unit 5, specifically the time related questions, distance, the fractions you have to be good at, and the ratios, proportions, percentage, profit and loss, interest and discounting, averages. So if you're good at maths, then you don't have to worry like too much into the unit 5. Similarly in unit 6 there is a logical reasoning. So you have to study about some argument forms, the mode and figures, formal and informal fallacies, the uses of language, connotations and denotations, like that classical square of opposition. So don't have to worry. Might be these words seems like very new to you, but yeah, once you start studying like unit 1, unit 2, unit 3 like this, you'll get to know what is this logical reasoning, what all it includes, how I have to study. Okay. And like evaluating and distinction between deductive and inductive reasoning, related to analogies, related to Venn diagrams you're gonna study. Okay. And you're gonna learn about the pramanas pramanas, and you're gonna learn about structure and kinds of anumana, inference, vyapti, like that. Okay, I know this unit, the keyword seems like very new and you might feel like what is this? So don't worry. Even in I'll be conducting some free classes on this logical reasoning too. And next unit is all about the data interpretations, where you're gonna learn about what are the classification of data, qualitative and quantitative. And this graphical representation is very important, where you're gonna learn about bar charts, pie charts, table charts, histograms, line charts, and mapping of data is super important. And related to data interpretation, data and governance, this is no most like practical thing you should learn more about. And the next unit is all about the ICT, that is information and communication technology, where you're gonna learn about the basics of internet, intranet, email, audio and video conferencing, and what are the digital initiatives conducted in a higher education, what is this ICT and governance, some abbreviation, some terminologies you have to learn here. And the next unit comes the people development and environment here. So you're gonna learn about the SDG goals, MDG goals, and you're gonna learn about human and environment interactions, and the environmental issues here, like air pollution, water pollution, soil, noise, like the waste here happening, the climate change is happening these days. And you're gonna learn about what are the socio-economic and political dimensions of these issues, and how these pollutants are impacting on human health, and related to natural and the energy resources like solar resource, wind energy, soil, hydro, geothermal, similar way. And you're gonna learn about natural hazards and disaster, let's say the flood or the earthquake, the landslides, mudslides, what should be the mitigation strategies, like that. And you're gonna learn more detail about EPA Act of 1986, like that. You're gonna learn about Kyoto Protocol, the Paris Agreement, Montreal Protocol, Rio Summits, Convention on Biodiversity, International Solar Alliance. Yeah, these things are like super important. So having a look on the current affairs is most important when it comes to this unit 9. And when it comes to unit 10, we're gonna learn about the higher education system. So how it was in ancient India, how it was in the post independence India. Okay, whether oriental, conventional or non-conventional learning programs, how it been conducted in India. What is a skill based education, technical education, professional education, what are the difference between these, and what is environmental education, what is value education, and regarding the recent policies related to governance, administration, you gonna learn. So this is basically the syllabus for the paper 1. Okay, so yeah, so graphical or pictorial questions will be there here. Okay, you can expect those. So this is all about the paper 1. If you have any queries related to paper 1 syllabus, do let me know in the comment section. So until then, bye.